I was instrumental in Mark Ashton, who we hired as CEO of Ipswich. Mark was critical in hiring Kieran McKenna, who last year was voted the manager of the year in English football. Led us, the two of them effectively led Ipswich to back-to-back promotions from League One all the way up to the Premier League. Conno Smith, our general manager and head coach in Rhode Island, Michael Parkhurst, they're the ones who deserve credit for Rhode Island's incredible season, making it all the way to the championship in our first season, winning the Eastern Conference. And then a whole host of other people in Phoenix Rising deserve credits for all the trophies we've won there, including obviously the USL Championship in, when was that? 24, I think, 23. Anyway, a couple years ago. But it always comes down to people, and I want to try to avoid giving myself any undue credit, and I want to but I've been very fortunate more often than not. I think I did add it up. It's been 8 trophies across the 3 teams in 6 years, and that's a very good track record in a short period of time. But I don't take any of it for granted, and by no means do I think past performance is an indicator of future success. You got to keep working hard at it every single day.
And so I'm reading that today NFL franchises to win on the field are hiring Ivy League graduates who are analysts and super savvy with the use of building with artificial intelligence. And so for the sporting growth, before we touch on the commercial development and real estate development, how do you think the best decisions for sporting development and winning on the field are made today? Is it through the experience of experienced sporting directors, but who don't know that and who aren't that savvy with today's technology and data intelligence? Or how can today's young professionals educate themselves to make the best decisions for sporting success, leading a franchise?
Yeah, a good question. Again, I do think it's an exciting time in terms of the evolution of data analytics and the success that certain teams have had relative to it. And you can see examples of it in almost every league in the world in terms of teams that have started to show a success or track record in that regard. I might say, in my opinion, it might be a little too early to declare victory or to say like that all of a sudden every single one of those teams are going to now have deep benches of PhDs that are experts in data mining and artificial intelligence and all that other stuff. I mean, if that ends up becoming the case, then eventually it all reverts back to some form of a mean again. Like then if they're all doing it, at some point, then again, not every single one of them is going to win a championship every single year. So it's look, I no doubt there's a host of different examples of success in that broader space. But I also do believe that there's some element of just luck, if you will. And there've been a lot of articles increasingly about the fact that sometimes you just it's a host of different things that come together, but sometimes literally the difference between one team and another